Hi, my name is Chet Lazzarino, and this is Cooking with Chet. Today I'm going to make some pasta, but before I do that, I want to tell you that the 49ers are playing the Rams today, and I've been invited over to my cousin's house to do a little enjoyment with the gang, and I thought I'd make some pasta and take it over. So today's choice is pasta with garlic and sun-dried tomatoes. And I don't know if you've ever had any of this. We use it in my house quite a bit. You have the sauce, you have the fresh tomatoes, and you have the aglio olio, and this is sun-dried tomatoes and pasta. So let me show you what the ingredients are. Garlic, olive oil, fresh basil, sun-dried tomatoes, and pasta. So those are the ingredients. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the routine of how I put it together, and be a good dish for you to try. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is chop up some garlic for the mixture. Sometimes I already have this done, but sometimes it's nice to show you the process of it. This way you not only know what the ingredients is, but you kind of get an idea of how much garlic you have to use. Right now I'm using about 10 cloves, and I'm going to do probably about 20 ounces of pasta, so that makes a really nice dish. And just make sure you don't have an accident doing your garlic. I say this is a real simple dish, just garlic, sun-dried tomatoes, and basil. All right, cut these up a little bit more. And I'll throw these right in this dish here. So I'm going to add some sun-dried tomatoes to the mixture here. Just add it right in here with the garlic. There's some oil in here, but I have to add oil to make the dish nice and, edible. So we got the garlic, got the sun-dried tomatoes. And now I'm going to add some nice fresh basil. This has been, just got it yesterday. It's nice and fresh. Got it all washed up, so we'll just cut some of this. And normally I have a little of this left over, or another batch of it, so when I put my pasta together, then I sprinkle some more of this right on the top. Okay, that's a nice bunch there. Gonna add this right in here with the mixture. And then I just take this mixture here, and I take a couple of nice sharp knives, and I kind of julienne the sun-dried tomatoes, because they're kind of large, and you just want kind of nice bite-sized bits, not too big. You get this chopped up real nice, and afterwards I'll add a little more olive oil to it. And by the way, this doesn't get cooked at all. It just sets aside while you're boiling your pasta, and you just add it right to the pasta after you're done getting your pasta ready. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. There's a little bit more sun-dried tomatoes, so I'm just going to add them in. Because I'm doing, like I say, I'm doing 20 ounces of pasta. I generally use a half of a jar when I make this recipe, and sometimes I use 20 ounces or so. Okay, that looks kind of nice here. Not too big, not too small. And I'm going to add a little more olive oil to it right now. I had about 1.5 cups in there. I'll just add this much. So far it looks good. And like I said, now I'm just going to let this set over here on the side, and it'll marinate a little bit. And when I do my pasta, this should be ready. By the way, you can make this ahead of time, set it out on a counter, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it doesn't hurt. It's always good, but remember, do not cook it. If you cook the put it on the stove and cook it, it kind of makes the tomatoes kind of sharp and a little strong, okay? Okay, the pasta, the water's ready, and I'm about ready to put in the pasta. Remember, don't break your pasta. I never break my pasta. A lot of people do, but I don't. Anyhow, here we go. I added some more to this box. There's about 20 ounces here. That should be enough for all the sun-dried tomato and olive oil. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, I might add a little more olive oil when I'm making the mixture, but I may not. And also, I mentioned that I cut up a little more fresh basil just before I serve it, but I won't be doing it on the pasta now because I'm going to serve it a little later, okay? Okay, I'm going to give it a quick test to see if it's just right. Good. Just right, al dente. All right, now normally I'd put this in the sink like I've said before, but because we're doing this little video here, I'll put it on a table and I'll show you how I do this. I don't drain this pasta, so very similar to my aglio olio pasta, because you have to have it kind of damp. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of the sun-dried tomato in the bottom of the dish here. And then I'll add my pasta. Like I say, take a little water out with it. The water blends nicely with the pasta. But it will dry out if you don't eat it right away. But if you save some of this nice water here, this pasta water, and you serve it a little later on, then you can just add a cup of this hot water to it, and it'll just bring it back to a nice smooth texture again. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of this. I think I've got all the pasta sauce out of there. Okay, spread this around nicely. Okay, once again, this is the finished product. Sun-dried tomatoes with garlic and fresh basil. Salute and bon appetit. And by the way, if you remember back in some of my videos, there's the rotolo al forno, which is a very good recipe for, you know, like football games and things like that. If you make it and you want to take it as a kind of an hors d'oeuvre for your host, I think that's a great idea. So look forward to seeing you the next time. Salute and bon appetit.